The Timberwolves fans can officially get their hands on round 2 playoff tickets now.
And the series against Denver starts this weekend, and the first home game is next week. Let's get over to our Ahmad Hicks. The big question, though, to start off this whole series, though, is how is Coach Chris Finch after that injury?
He's in better spirits, as some of the members of the team said earlier today. Said they feel good about what's going on and whatnot, but it's just a tough pill to swallow for Minnesota sports fans. You know, it feels like you can never have something good. Every time you have something good, they just take something away. But at least it's not one of the players. That's what Coach Finch told Mike Conley. Yep, it's not one of the players. Now, while the town is energized and fired up about this round 2 matchup, there's some adversity the Timberwolves are having to deal with. You see it with this video right here. Mike Conley running into head coach Chris Finch. Their head coach undergoing knee surgery and now trying to determine how he's going to be able to do his job this series. And regardless if Coach Finch is on the bench or in the stands, the Wolves say they're surrounded by a good pack.
Bumped by Booker, and Conley runs into Chris Finch.
With under 2 minutes to play and the head coach sustaining a game-ending injury, everyone wanted to be inside assistant head coach Mike Conley's mind.
We're on TV. I can't tell you exactly what I thought, but at the end of the day, it was, you know, there's a minute 40. It's a 4-point lead, and Mike was shooting 2 free throws, and all that goes through your mind is the things that Finch and I always talk about anyways, and the rest of the staff is end of game, you're up 6, and then it becomes a possession game. How many timeouts do we have, and all that type of thing. But at the end of the day, it was, please don't mess this up, and thankfully we didn't.
But now we're a few days away from round 2, and Nori is trying to balance the game plan and answer questions about where Coach Finch will be during this series.
You're always talking through hypotheticals, but not until we know exactly, once he gets out of recoveries, what he can do. As a worst-case scenario, if he can't, the one thing that he's kind of talked to us about doing is he'll be there for the pregame meeting, obviously, and then most likely go watch in a suite, and then he would maybe come down for halftime with any thoughts.
Nori says Coach Finch doesn't want to send text messages during the game from a suite, so if it boils down to it, it'll be all on Nori's shoulders, which the guys say shouldn't be a problem.
He's an energetic guy. He's funny, witty. He's got a lot to him, and you know, not saying Finch isn't funny and all that stuff, but Finch could seem a little more serious than Micah, and that's good to have that kind of balance. And you know, guys really respect Micah and what he brings to our team and everything he's done for us.
It's unfortunate, obviously, but we're here to support him, and we're gonna try to make him proud from a distance.
Now, the one thing you kept hearing the players talk about this morning was how they were already leaning on one another. That's what great teams do. They don't always need the assistance from the head coach. So they said they should be just fine. Still no word on if he will travel with the team. When they leave tomorrow afternoon, they said they have to find out how he's recovering after surgery this morning. So they're hopeful he can travel with them, but still no word on that just yet.
Okay. Well, hopefully he can heal quickly.
Hopefully he can. If not, he'll be coaching from the suites. If not, he'll give the team some messages before, during halftime, and after the game.
At the very least, we'll get some of those one-liner quips from Micah.
Yes.
You absolutely will. Yes, he enjoys doing those.
I wonder if there's ever been a scenario like this in the playoffs, by the way.
Who knows?
It's just
I doubt
wild.
it.
All right, thanks, Ahmad.